DUDULA, it's a unemployed ANC crooks. They claim to be ex-combatants but if you listen to all of them, if they visit your firm or your factory or your establishment, all of them are drunk. It's a group of drunkards who are going around intimidating people. So you must not fear anything, because DUDULA knows EFF doesn't play games. So when they come to intimidate you, please just make a call to the chairperson of the branch. He will know how to deal with them. We have dealt with them before in many places, and we even got some of them arrested. You remember they went to raid a house of our member. They said he was a drug dealer. Poor, extremely poor person. Beat him up and all of that. We took them to jail, opened the case, and their boss was sentenced to 5 years. And that 5 years was suspended. So if he makes a mistake in between the sentencing and that 5 years, we'll get him arrested immediately. So please, there's no room for intimidation in South Africa. The chair of the branch will know what needs to be done, and it will be done. The education bill, we had to, and there's a huge debate about it. We will have to pay closer attention to it and make correct inputs. My condolences with the passing away of your daughter, and I'm happy that you are carrying a legacy, which is education. What 120 Lanesia South, they are asking for your attention, Moshe. They're saying there's no visibility of the EFF, and they'll be happy if you can be visible that side. The issue of promises, Mama, we don't make a promise, we make a commitment. So everything else that we said we'll do it. You know, these journalists are here. Which year was that, Dali, where you went to the e-tolls you went with the Carter? There is a video of Dali Mpofu in 2014, CD, cutting the e-tolls, saying the e-tolls must fall. As a premier candidate of Gauteng in 2014, he was cutting those e-tolls, said, when we take over, we'll cut them. Yesterday, I see Panyaza and ANC doing a countdown of switching off the e-tolls. We said that in 2014, that these things we're going to switch them off. We don't want them, and we are not going to pay. In the EFF, no one paid. We said this 10 years ago, because we see things that are still to come 10 years ahead of us. The ANC is 10 years behind. It's following the EFF. Instead of showing the video of Dali cutting the e-tolls, they show us a countdown of people who are solving a problem they created because they think we are fools. They created e-tolls. They said we're mad when we said don't pay. We said we're not doing. No single one of us paid in the EFF for e-toll. We refused. And we went literally and showed you how we are going to destroy the e-tolls. So I'm just giving you an example about that. That we said we are going to do this, and we fought until the government realized it has got no option. If there was no EFF in parliament, imagine, these e-tolls, no one would have challenged them inside, because it was EFF challenging e-tolls single-handedly in parliament. Without the EFF, no one would have challenged. The DA can't challenge it because Those companies are white-owned, and those are the donors who give the DA money. We need to place Indian teachers, especially in the areas where they come from. I think that is the most honorable thing to do. You cannot have a school where the school is dominated by the people who don't come from where the school is. Because when they come from their Buddha, they know they are teaching their children. They will have to care and even double the effort, including involving the parents of those children informally, because they come from the same community. And because we come from the same community, we are somehow related. We are relatives. So when a child is misbehaving in front of me and he knows I know the father, and I say, stop it, because I will take it to your parents, he will know that this is true because I know they know each other. So it also helps in instilling discipline and also helps in intensifying quality teaching. And I'm happy that the speaker does not say, we don't want Africans. They say, let's be mixed together and be one in our schools. The same thing with placement of children. Because children must be placed according to their address. So you look at the address and you look at the nearest school. That's where they have to go. So we can't have our children taken from here to somewhere else. Because even when we are not there at school, we want to be there as parents. They have to be in a close proximity. Just in case something goes wrong, we are able to quickly intervene. So the placement of children here in Gauteng has been a disaster, especially online application. We have been helping a lot of parents to place their children where they stay. We even did a sit-in, Mushe, in the district or province. We did a sit-in demanding the registration, the placement of children at schools. No any other party has engaged in a matter like that. And counseling in school is very important. In the EFF design of the school we are going to build, in the organogram, counselors are there. And counselors are not only for kids, are also for teachers. Because there are times where a teacher comes to school, but you can see there is something wrong. There must be someone in close proximity to speak to. Children put teachers through a hard time. They too have to go to the counseling so that they teach being under a very good condition mentally. So I think it's a demand that we should make, that every school must have a counselor so that our children can be counseled, because our children also go through a lot at home. They need to come and talk to someone, and school must be a safer place where our children can go. Ma'am, any school that says a poor person must pay school fees, please bring that to the attention of the EFF. No poor child must pay school fees. It's by law. No poor child must pay school fees. So we will take them to the school and tell the school that these children, their mothers are domestic workers. Even if the school is not a no-fee school, there will have to be exception on the following children because their parents are poor. We have done that before. Once you bring it to our attention, we'll attend to it. We have also collected matric certificates from principals who were saying, this child did not pay a school fees, we can't give them the results and all of that. We said, show us where you've got a contract with this child. Because you don't have a contract with the child. You've got a contract with the parents. Follow the parents. The parents, these are not parents' results. These are my results. You can't fight with my mother through me. I don't get involved in issues of old people. You guys go and sort it out there, but give me my results so that I can apply for school. If there is anyone who's doing that, withholding results of children because of school fees, bring that to the attention of the EFF. We'll attend to it with immediate effect. Very interesting topic of the master's office. I think appointment should be made. You come to the office, we sit down, and I'm happy you are even singling out individuals, saying names, because that's how we work in the EFF. We want the name and the face so that we know what kind of animal are we dealing with here, which is stealing people's monies. So don't worry. Once you bring it to our attention, the advocate is here. The legal office of the EFF is fully equipped with qualified lawyers. Those are the kind of issues we want, where we can nip corruption on the bud, where we can fight corruption. No one must lose his or her property because of the corrupt officials who are not working hard, but they live large because they steal from. Imagine one day you wake up, you are told your property was bought. You never signed anything, no, and the papers are here. And you don't have the means to can fight them. They're a powerful institution. EFF is your home. Come there. We don't even have to write a lawyer's letter. We write an EFF letter. Please resolve that issue in the next 14 days. Otherwise, we don't know. Then the matter gets resolved. The matter gets resolved. So, the price of fuel is extremely expensive, and you are right. There is no economy that can stand without fuel. Well, fuel is for everything. Now, one of the immediate things we'll have to look into when we take over government is the petrol levy. If the petrol is this expensive, why do you put so much levy in it as government? So that can be an immediate relief while we are looking for a permanent solution. There are a lot of countries that we can get fuel from. The problem is that these people are in trade agreements with wrong countries. Instead of us accessing things in a cheap way, we get them from these ones who have colonized us, and they also put more profit on those things. If we had started building a pipeline from Venezuela to South Africa from 1994, we could be done by now. And we could be getting fuel from Venezuela in a reasonable manner. But because the leadership is in trade agreements with the West and America and them, they are unable to go and source a cheaper fuel. So we are not in agreement with anyone. We are in agreement with the people of South Africa, and we must find them an affordable fuel. And as an immediate intervention, we'll look into the levy, and as a permanent solution, we'll look at where can we source fuel in a reasonable way so that we give our people a fuel, not this expensive fuel that increases every month. When I was in Venezuela, they were buying a liter of petrol with an equivalent of R1. They are not it's clear they are not buying petrol. They are buying cars and you are given petrol for free. I mean, I looked at that and I was like, if we were to take a pipe from here to South Africa, South Africans will be the happiest people. Here, you buy a car, you pay installment of that car every month, and pay another second installment called petrol every month. So the car is expensive in South Africa. And now what makes matters worse is that there is no reliable public transport. Because if they were making fuel this expensive, they should be giving us reliable public transport, which is safe and can deliver us where we are going on time. So those are the things that we'll look at as the EFF. And I'm happy that we've had this engagement and I've come to Lenasia. It's not for the first time I come here. I came here as a president of the Youth League before. Tambalile, yes. So, and it's not the last time. Let's build a strong EFF that has got all people of South Africa, inclusive of Indians. Everything else you said, we've taken it to heart and will implement it. Thank you very much.